Welcome back to the channel. Got a very cool pedal for you, the Black Country Customs Tony Iommi Signature Drive. This is a remodeled, revamped, whatever you want to call it, Rangemaster Drive, which is the pedal that Tony Iommi used a lot in his career. We've got the only SG I own at the moment, so the Epiphone Burial Custom. I'll link it at the end of this video. But anyways, we are playing through the Black Star Debut 50R, nice British amp modeled off of a bunch of Marshall stuff, and to my knowledge, made by a bunch of former guys at Marshall. But let's play some Tony Iommi riffs and see what this thing sounds like. So first off, clean tone right through the Black Star. Bridge position, neck. Middle. All right, back to the bridge. We're just in standard tuning. These are Mark Morton's signature strings. I don't play Iommi strings because he uses like 8s and that's disgusting. But I've also got all my fingers, so. All right, all our knobs are at 50%. One strange thing you'll see on this pedal, strange, different, whatever, I think it's actually kind of cool. The little dot for where the knob is set is at the top right of the knob, not directly at the top. I actually think that's kind of cool. It's a unique touch, something you don't see on pedals hardly ever. That's the only one I've ever seen with it. So I think that's just kind of neat. But, oh, gotta push it hard. There we go. Okay. No other effects in the chain. That's just going right into the front of the Black Star. Honestly, I think that sounds pretty good. Not 100%, Iommi-esque yet, but honestly, not bad. Not a bad little drive. We've got drive, volume, level, or a low, high, and then the mid in the middle is a little toggle, three-way toggle for the mids. So move it to the top. Much heavier. I actually really like that tone. That sounds great. We started it at the middle, so down to the bottom. Helps if you hit that one. That sounds really bad when you miss. Sounds pretty good. That's not bad. I think especially if you're really trying to hit that Iommi feel, if you run this through a 4x12 and you're actually moving a lot of air, it's going to be massive. And that's kind of the whole goal, right? Black Sabbath's sort of the first band to go as heavy as possible, and I think that would do it. And this again is just on half. The Black Star itself is at like 3 out of 10 on the volume. It's not very much. So not bad. Let's go ahead. I kind of liked the top position. on that toggle a little bit better. We'll keep the volume where it is, push our highs up a little bit, and scoop our lows back down. Yeah, that sounds good. I like that a lot. That's actually really, really solid. Damn. Let's switch down back to the bottom on our mids. Very similar. I still really like it on the top. I think it's a little more full, a little heavier. I don't know. Let's invert our low and high. So we went high to 7. Let's go highs down to like 3 and lows up to 7. The knobs also have a little like clicker at the 5, which I think is really cool. More companies should do that. That's actually a really nice, usable black metal tone. We go to the neck pickup. Much better on the bridge. Not bad there. Let's crank our drive. We haven't done that yet. So all the way to 10. Good. I like that. This might actually probably legit be one of the best just straight drive pedals that I've ever played. Not that I've played many. I mean, there's just, I don't know, there are a ton of them on the market. I've just always had like 8,000 different fuzzes. Got an SD1 and a blues driver sitting right here in front of me, and a Behringer vintage tube overdrive that I haven't plugged in yet. But this is really good. I've never played a Rangemaster, so I have nothing to compare it there. If you have, let me know in the comments. Rangemaster is actually one of the pedals I'm least familiar with of all the old school pedals from that time period. But this sounds good. Let's drop the mid selector back to the bottom. If these were cheaper, I would buy that. I don't own this pedal, but these things do sell brand new for like $175, $180, something like that, which is steep for a drive pedal. You can get, a Tube Screamer and 808 for not even half of that, I don't think. DS1s are like 40, 50 bucks on the used market. Blues driver's like 75. The Behringer Vintage Overdrive I've got sitting in front of me is like, I don't know, I think they pay you to take those. So this thing is pricey. It is expensive. It is certainly in the probably top 10 of expensive pedals that I've played. But damn, that sounds pretty good. Do a little drop D. Sometimes I can hit that drop D by ear without any issue at all. Today is not that day. Much better. My apologies for being deaf in one ear and not good at tuning by ear. Like I said, I'm already like in my head, I'm like, dude, these were like $100, I'd be buying one. But that's, drive maxed out. We'll cool it off a little bit down to 7, put those highs back up, and let's leave the mid around half. Slide the mids or the lows to around half, mid selector to top. If I hit them. Pinch harmonics on this are a little weird. They're not really coming out great. We'll do the mid to the middle position. It's much different with that mid switch in the middle. I think it's in the middle position, the whole configuration is just off. Could be wrong about that, but I think that's what it is. Yeah, that's really nice. Let's turn our volume down just a tick. Ooh, I like that. Yeah, I really like that. I play this pedal a bunch, probably will after this video. But there you have it. I think it's a pretty good demo all around of what this thing sounds like, what you can expect. Is it expensive? Yes. Does it look cool? Also, yes. Is it Iommi similar? Sure. I think a lot of Iommi's tone is not necessarily going to come from his pedal, but from his hands and brain, of course, and none of us are playing that well. So you're not going to sound perfectly like Iommi, but this will probably get you pretty close. So not bad. You know, slap a little SG in front of it and through any kind of British amp, and I think you'd at least be in the general vicinity of Tony Iommi tone. But let me know what you think of it. Let me know if you have one of these. Black Country Customs also makes other stuff. I had never heard of them until I saw this pedal. I like it. I think they're worth checking out. Very cool pedal, and we will see you in the next one.